Just a little background music for the music, some stuff for people who haven't been here. This ballroom you're dancing in here, the current configuration went in 1933. Up to that point, I think I'd figured out there was 2 to 3 previous ballrooms on this site, so people have been dancing here since about 1890. In this current ballroom, we've been dancing in here about 80 years. Of those 80 years, I've been dancing in it for 37. So, thank you. So, anyway, a lot of things have happened over those 37 years, and I don't have time to tell y'all right now. And some of the people here would not want me to tell you them right now anyway. Okay? Like on May 5th, we had a band playing. Carlotta Wellington was calling, and the new Caledonia band was playing. It had been raining really hard that week. We had like 2 inches. We thought that was a lot of rain, so the ground was saturated. That night, unknown to us, it was raining really, really hard. At some points, you couldn't even see the bathroom, which was over in that building in those days. And I'm going out, people are complaining the bathroom doors are sticky and they can't get in, so that's my biggest problem with the night, getting women into the ladies' room, okay? What's that? I agree. So anyway, short story is I come back in and I hear an announcement that cars are floating in the parking lot. And I go, oh come on, the parking lot always gets a little water. The parking lot is not the parking lot you know now. You'll see some pictures of it in a bit, but it was sloping down and there was always a little water. And some lady had come in saying the sky is falling, and Carlotta dutifully passed it on. And I went down to check it out. Sure enough, there was a 100-foot stream going across the parking lot. And I forgot to mention it had rained 5 inches in the last 2 hours. We'll find that out later. So, at the other side of the lot, the rain is coming back, and 2 parked police officers, one of them who told me later the same lady had come up and said, cars are floating away in the parking lot, what can I do? And one of them said, oh yeah, right, get a fishing line and catch them. It was 10 o'clock, it was the park police shift change, and also the break. So, the 2 officers are telling me to stop the people from coming down and trying to get to their cars, because you always read the things that say don't go across the roads when their water's moving. The water was moving. Well, the purse I saw went like this by me, and the person I pulled out was going that way too, because she had gone in with her purse and trying to get her car somewhere out there with water going like so. All right. Park police had already pulled some people out with the throw line. Previous to that, the couple was waiting down there to pick somebody up. Their car was sitting here like this. The water was right at the wheels. Next thing you know, it was over the hood. And their car is floating down. Unbeknownst to most people, there's a 40-foot drop at the end of the parking lot. So their car is going. They can't open the doors, but their car pins against the post. They open the skylight, and they're on the roof. Now, the notes I had from those days sort of burned up in a fire I had about 6 years ago in my shop. So I don't have all this down, but apparently some of the other dancers were clever enough to form the human chain and pull these people out. And as they got out, their car went over the embankment. And underneath the embankment is, well, we have down there a Clairvaux Parkway you know about, and the C&O Canal. Well, the Minnehaha Creek runs under those. It goes under the parkway, and then it has a slope like this, goes down, and then under the C&O Canal. And you'll see some of that here in the video. And about 9 cars went down through there. It was like the ultimate amusement park ride, I figured, you know, the last gasp of Glen Echo Park. So I'm not going to say any more than that, just to give you a little background. This movie lasts about 11 minutes. Like I said earlier, it was made with crappy equipment and then re-edited. And so it's kind of interesting. You will get the concept and you will learn to respect little tiny creeks. And when you're out west and they say beware of flash floods, they can even happen here in your own backyard. All right? So let me see if this is going to work now. Come on, play. Oh, it's turned sideways. It's not reflecting. too loud or not?
No, it's not too loud for people in the back. It is.
don't build them like that anymore.
Believe it. Police say it's hard to tell at this point, but it looks like more than 25 cars were washed away when the earth opened up last night. Some were washed down this ravine and ended up in the river. Those cars passed through this drainage hole. Could be seen today. Go down to Marty Wax thinks that's where his car ended up. This was parked closest to the door and was the first to be washed away. Several days before their cars can be excavated, and for many, it will loss. Wendy Rieger, News 4, Maryland.
That would be me. Towards the end of the parking lot, that line right
Right on Craigslist. That was yours?
Did anyone
Are you looking at this? Somebody asked the question, did anyone drown? We were very fortunate that night. We will see in a few minutes the last car that's dug out. And I saw that car go into the pit. The water had receded. I was walking across very stupidly because I didn't understand piping and hydrology. To talk to the police officers, see what to do next. And I see two people trying to push the car up, and maybe this one, up with somebody in the driver's seat. And like in one of those old sci-fi movies, I see cracks going around the ground around it. And I'm yelling and screaming for them to get the hell out of there. And they're going, oh, it's okay, it'll only take a minute. They said they had heard language I never knew I knew. But they moved out, and as they got out of the way, their car went down into a boiling mass of muddy water, and it was about 15 feet under the surface when they found the last car. And if those people had been there, that would have been it. But that's the closest bit that I saw, other than the one lady I pulled out, and I guess a couple others that the other people pulled out. But we were fortunate that night. And so everybody looked after everybody made sure everybody was accounted for, and everybody got a ride home. Except one guy forgot to tell people he was going, and there was some cars stuck in the culvert. Oh, this is our special effects team. Watch very closely. We break it down into slow motion so you can see what rangers go through to bring you these movies. wanted. That part we wanted. But you learn what happens when. And I was not seeing it through the lens, but like all this
Has those things.
you will notice that his Stetson, where's there is his Stetson. He was really concerned that his Stetson was all That's it. Any questions if you want to say? Depending on if you had actions on it.